Jenna and Corey each got a postcard yesterday from Grace. Grace went with her family to visit her grandmother in Japan.
Here's my postcard from Grace.
Here's the postcard I got from Grace.
Hey, this postcard isn't from Japan.
No, but your postcard isn't from Japan either.
These postcards are boring. They're both from Atlanta.
Corey, at least she sent us a postcard. Here, read your postcard.
We were driving to the airport when it started to rain, and the traffic was terrible. While we were waiting for our flight, it was canceled. Now we're waiting for another flight. It's still pouring rain. Oh, and I'm going to send you another postcard from Japan.
Yeah, it was still raining when she sent this postcard, with lots of lightning and thunder and wind. And listen to this, the airport was flooding.
When they canceled all the flights and closed the airport.
Grace, what are you doing here?
Yeah, why aren't you in Japan?
We were going when they closed the airport. We couldn't get a flight, so we decided to come home. We're going to go to Japan during winter vacation.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's too bad.
Too bad? It's horrible.
It's okay, Corey. It's not that bad.
Well, yeah, it is. I wanted a postcard from Japan.
Corey.
What?
I think it was Murphy's Law that ruined Grace's trip. You know about Murphy's Law. If anything can go wrong, it will. Has Murphy's Law ever ruined one of your trips? Goodbye for now. I'll see you next time on Backpack. Hi, welcome to a new show. Today on Backpack, we're going to learn about communication. Let's start with a song. It's called Out of Touch.
Out of touch, all across the nation. You can't do much with no communication. I decided to write my best friend a letter, but then I decided that email was better. I typed out my message, but when I click send, it bounced back to me. It won't reach my friend. Out of touch, all across the nation. You can't do much with no communication. The next thing I tried was my mobile phone. There was no answer. Maybe no one was home. So I checked out the forecast on the news station. Uh-oh, there was a bad storm in his part of the nation. Well, his phone line is dead, and the modem's no better. So while there's a blizzard, I'll just write a letter. Out of touch, all across the nation. You can't do much with no communication.
Today, most people have telephones, and lots of people have more than one telephone. It's easy to keep in touch with friends and family. But how did people keep in touch before the telephone? Let's watch and find out. Communication is important. What do you use to communicate with someone in another town? The telephone. Sure, everyone uses the telephone. But before the telephone, what did people use to communicate over long distances? Prehistoric people used drums. And later, people used smoke signals. In 1837, Samuel Morse invented the telegraph, and everyone started to send messages over wires using a special code called Morse code. In 1876, Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone, and everyone wanted a phone, both at home and at work. Today, you don't have to be inside to use a telephone. Why? Because mobile phones are everywhere, and anyone can use a mobile phone. It's very easy and very convenient. There are even special telephones called fax machines. A fax machine uses telephone lines to send things like letters from one place to another. The telephone is always changing. What will the next telephone be able to do? Hello! We're going to talk about communication today with Grace and Jenna. We communicate with phones and mobile phones. Grace, what are some other things we use to keep in touch with each other?
Everyone has email now and fax machines.
In the future, how do you think phones will change?
I think we'll have video phones.
Some people have video phones now.
I know, but I think everyone will have video phones.
Jenna, do you think people will still write letters with paper and pen in the future?
Well, I don't know. I'll write emails and use the internet.
Grace, what will you do?
I'll use email too, but I'm sure some people will still write letters on paper.
I like to write emails, and I don't write many letters on paper. But I will always like to get paper letters in the mail. What about you? Will you write letters on paper when you grow up? Well, that's our show for today. See you next time on Backpack. And right now, I'm going to check the mail. Maybe someone sent me a paper letter. Goodbye. Hello, welcome to Backpack. Today's show is about inventions. Let's start by singing this song. It's called How Do They Do That?
How do people think of things like telephones and twine? How do they get such ideas with brains like yours and mine? How did we invent the wheel and was it made of rock? How did people know the time before there was a clock? How do they do that? How can we do that? Come on and put on your thinking cap. How do they do that? How can we do that? Come on and put on your thinking cap. Who invented bars of soap? That guy was pretty wise. How did someone ever guess hot air balloons would rise? Who invented glasses and then the contact lens? Who came up with crayons or thought of ballpoint pens? How do they do that? How can we do that? Come on and put on your thinking cap. How do they do that? How can we do that? Come on and put on your thinking cap.
Grace and Corey are working on a class project. They have to make a list of useful kitchen inventions. I think it's an easy class project. Let's see how they're doing.
I don't understand. I know. This is a very hard project. And this was the only invention in my mom's kitchen.
A blender? Corey, no. There are lots of useful inventions in the kitchen.
Now I don't understand.
Look, there's a clock. It's used to tell time.
But it's not a useful kitchen invention.
Sure it is. You need a clock to cook, to know how long to cook something.
The refrigerator might be an important kitchen invention too.
Of course. It's used to keep food cold.
And then there's a stove.
Right. It's used to cook food.
This is great. Now our list is longer.
And don't forget this block of Post-it notes.
What? That's not a useful kitchen invention. It can't be. It's made from paper.
Corey, it's a very useful kitchen invention.
No, it's not. What's it used for? Oh, no. I have to go to the store for my mom.
There, you see? It's a really useful kitchen invention. It's perfect for a shopping list.
Yeah, you're right. It's very useful. And it's a really good invention. And now I have to use another invention.
What?
My bike to go to the store.
Finding all the inventions in your house can be lots of fun. Do you know that simple things like eyeglasses, soap, even popsicles are inventions? That's all for today. See you next time on Backpack. Hello, it's time for Backpack. Today's show is all about how things are made. Let's start by singing this song. It's called Stuff.
Have you ever wondered? Have you ever wondered? Have you ever wondered? Have you ever wondered? Have you ever wondered about all the stuff we use? How we produce plastic or get leather for our shoes? Some things come from animals, some are made of stone. Some things we produce ourselves, and some things are grown. Silk is made by little worms, and honey's made by bees. Diamonds come from diamond mines, and rubber comes from trees. Wool is cut from fuzzy sheep, and cotton comes from plants. But both are things that we turn into blankets, skirts, and pants. Whether things come from Russia or Peru, things are made of other things, made into something new.
I love food, and one of my favorite foods is ice cream. Sometimes I buy ice cream in the supermarket. I also like to go to the ice cream shop. How do they make ice cream? Let's watch and find out. Ice cream. It's fun. It's cold, and it tastes good. Here at Amy's Ice Cream Shop, ice cream is made with lots of old-fashioned ingredients. Let's watch how chocolate chip ice cream is made. It all starts with fresh cream. The cream is put in a machine to make it really cold. When the cream is cold, it looks like this. Then it's put in containers. Next, the chocolate chips are mixed in. And finally, the top is put on the container and it's put in the freezer. Now it's ice cream. But at Amy's Ice Cream Shop, getting the ice cream is as fun as eating it. Yum! Let's get some ice cream. Hello. We get things from all over the world. And today we're going to talk with Grace and Corey about different countries and what they're known for. Lots of parents drink coffee. Grace, do your parents drink coffee?
My mom drinks coffee from Costa Rica.
Yes, coffee is grown in Costa Rica and is exported from Costa Rica too.
Yeah, my parents went to Costa Rica for vacation once. They said they saw lots of tourists there,
So, Costa Rica is also known for its tourists.
Corey.
Well, Corey, Costa Rica is known for its beautiful rainforests, and lots of people go to Costa Rica for the rainforests. So you see, Costa Rica really isn't known for its tourists.
Mike, isn't Italy known for its chocolate?
Yes, it is. Italian chocolate is as good as French chocolate.
Yes, I think Italian chocolate is as delicious as French chocolate.
Italy is also known for its delicious ice cream.
Yeah, that's true. I ate some Italian ice cream at a restaurant. It's called gelato, and my whole family thinks gelato is the best.
Okay. Thanks, Corey and Grace. This was fun. What's your country known for? And what does it import? Next time on Backpack, we'll learn some fun things about music. Hey, let's go eat some ice cream.
Okay.
See you next time. Goodbye. Hi. Are you ready for another episode of Backpack? This episode is all about music. I love music. Let's sing this song about some popular types of music.
Some people like country western, some people prefer rock and roll, some people listen to merengue, opera, rap, or classical. I would rather play the steel drum on a lazy afternoon, softly drumming to the rhythm of a nice slow reggae tune. Can you feel the beat of the reggae song? If you like it too, you can play along. Singing, drumming, dancing, you can't go wrong. Can you feel the beat of the reggae song? Some people like country western, some people prefer rock and roll, some people listen to merengue, opera, rap, or classical. But if you like reggae music, you can grab the microphone. You can join my live performance, so I don't have to play alone. Can you feel the beat of the reggae song? If you like it too, you can play along. Singing, drumming, dancing, you can't go wrong. Can you feel the beat of the reggae song? Can you feel the beat of the reggae song? If you like it too, you can play along. Singing, drumming, dancing, you can't go wrong. Can you feel the beat of the reggae song?
Grace, Corey, and Jenna are going to take band class next year. And today, they have to choose their musical instruments.
Anyone can play the maracas. Have you ever heard the maracas?
Yeah. When I listen to salsa music, I hear lots of maracas. Stop, Corey. That's too loud. Yeah, Corey, calm down.
The trumpet is cool. People play great jazz with the trumpet.
Corey, you have to be careful with these instruments. They're not toys. That is the worst trumpet I've ever heard.
Well, don't worry. I learn quickly.
I'd rather play the flute.
That's wonderful, Grace. Have you ever heard the flute?
Yeah, last week when I was watching a Placido Domingo concert on TV, I heard one.
I'd rather play a cool instrument, like the guitar. It's the coolest.
Oh well, we don't have a guitar.
No, but we do have an air guitar.
It's very funny.
The air guitar is the coolest and the easiest instrument to play.
The quietest, too.
Do you know what I think? I think all musical instruments are cool. Well, this is our last backpack episode for the year. I've had fun. I hope that you've had fun too. Have a great vacation. Goodbye.
It's time to open